most of Africa is what is referred to as frontier markets. There are some emerging markets, Morocco, South Africa, Kenya perhaps, and a few others, but the vast majority of African countries would be classified as frontier markets. And if you look at the risk ratings of many African countries, it reflects that. And the truth is, there is risk. There's risk everywhere. The question is that risk being properly assessed, and is it really fully reflective of the material reality on the ground? And here I think there is a lot of disappointment in the continent and in also other developing countries that somehow the art of risk assessment is not perfect. And of course, not many things in this world are perfect. So one should bear that in mind, but there is a disadvantage and a bias against African institutions who get rated, because there's generally a more negative view than is perhaps fair, considering the actual reality surrounding those entities. So there is a very vibrant debate going on globally around the matter of risk perception in Africa being a little bit too negative and not current enough, not adequately reflecting the true reality. Not to say there's no risk. It's clear that there is significant risk, but it's a question of whether it's being captured in a fair way that truly reflects the picture. So there's a long debate on this. But even apart from the risk ratings, the truth is, if you look at the price that African institutions or sovereigns have to pay for the monies that they borrow from the world, from capital markets, for the same rated borrower, you pay much more than a borrower in Eastern Europe or a borrower in Latin America. So this is called the Africa premium, risk premium, the perception premium. So you can be rated the same as another entity in another part of the world, but you are priced higher despite you having the same ratings. And so these are some of the debates that have been raging. And of course, Africans are not happy about this, because already the cost of funding, the cost of finance is quite high for Africa. And of course, Africa is already, in a fairly difficult environment where population growth is very high, unemployment is high, a lot of demand on public funds. And so the last thing you need is to be paying extra for the debt that you carry. So it's a legitimate conversation, and it's something that is being debated as we speak.